Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Inori and I am a psychology student. I am currently ending my third year of my bachelor. I'm actually extending, so another fourth year to come. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the bachelor's thesis that we have to complete in, during our bachelor basically. I did finish it this year. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience with it, and maybe some of you will get to learn some interesting things. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a background. The thing is, since I study psychology, everything I'm going to tell you is kind of psychology based. I'm pretty sure it's somewhat similar in like other studies at Radboud University, but yeah, you cannot mark my word for like every studies, it might differ from one to another. So in psychology you have three main domains, which are development and mental health, brain and cognition, and behavior and environment. And at the start of the third year, basically, so at the beginning of the third year of your bachelor, you get to choose to like select one of those domains as your main domain, basically. Mine was behavior and environment. And from there on, so you have some courses that like really prepare you for your bachelor's thesis. You have actually two courses that are linked to the bachelor's thesis. You have Research Project 3, which is in continuation of Research Project 1 and 2 that you did in the first and second year of your bachelor's. Basically the whole process linked to completing the bachelor's thesis. In Research Project 3, you're assessed based on your participation in the research, based on a research proposal that you're going to write before you actually write your bachelor's thesis and do the actual experiment, and based on the defense of your thesis. And the bachelor's thesis, so the other course, is basically just the grade of your written thesis. First thing, after you decided what domain you want your thesis to be part of, is choosing your topic. I think that differs a little bit from one domain to another, complicated organization, but basically you get a bunch of topics, like a whole list with a short description of what you would be investigating in your thesis, and from there you can indicate by ranking which topic you would prefer to get, basically. So I think you give your top 3 or top 7, or it depends from one domain to another, but yeah, you just have to rank all the topics in the order of your preference, and then you just cross your fingers and hope that you get a topic that you like. So, once you got your topic, hopefully it's a good one, you get assigned basically to a group with all the people who will have the same topic as you, and you will have a supervisor as well, 1 or 2, depends on the groups as well. And throughout the whole thesis development, so like finding a topic, developing the experiment, analyzing the results, blah 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 blah, you will have a bunch of meetings with your supervisor and with the rest of the group. And yeah, basically you just discuss and really build the topic, really research together what you want to investigate and how, and really develop your thesis through those meetings. You're gonna be setting your experiment or your study, whatever, at some points during the thesis process. So you found your topic, you found what you want to research, so your research question, research problem, research goal, and now what you want is basically to develop the way you're going to investigate those questions if you have several of them. Once again, it depends on the group you're part of and on your research questions. Some people had to do like a lab experiment, for example, a lab study, so they would really have some participants coming in and do like several hours of experiment a day, and really meet participants and be an experimenter, basically. Our group did an online survey, but we had to develop we had to create the whole survey and develop the whole questionnaire and game thing. So yeah, we worked a lot with our supervisors on that. We spent a lot of time in the computer room changing everything over and over again. But yeah, so a big part of the process basically is to develop your study, your experiment, and actually get all the data from your participants. This is a very important part of the process in your thesis. once you got all of your results and all of your data and so on, then you have to start writing your thesis. Well, thing is, beforehand, before you develop your experiment and so on, you have to write a research proposal. And normally that already helps a little bit with the writing because you already have your introduction and your methods section. But now you also have to write your results and your discussion, and maybe you have to modify a little bit things that you wrote before. Yeah, so writing your thesis, very time-consuming process. Don't start in the last minutes because this takes really a lot of time, and generally you don't have a lot of time to write it, especially if you have other courses on the side. Yeah, it's a lot of research, literature research, a lot of coffee, and a lot of hours in the library. So once you're done writing your thesis, you will get to, well, defend it / present it. So your thesis defense basically is just a presentation of what you did, and you have to talk about your thesis and explain it and so on in 15 minutes, and then you will get 10 minutes of questions and answer time where your supervisor and all the students will be asking you questions about why you did certain things in your thesis and or in your experiment, and what does this mean, and blah 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 blah, any kind of questions they get basically. Yeah, the thesis defense might sound really scary, but really, like, from what I've heard and from what I experienced, actually it's really not that scary or that hard, because thing is, you're defending something that you've been working on for 6 months. And at some point, if you really did, like, if you really spent a lot of time on it, if you really did a lot of research about everything, then you just know what you did. You know what things mean, you know the concepts, you know your experiment. So it's just, yeah, actually it's more of an opportunity to share what you did and what you worked on so hard for 6 months with other people from the study, and I think it was actually pretty nice to do it in the end. I was very stressed out, don't get me wrong, but in the end it was still a nice experience, and also to hear about other people's experiments. Yeah, so that's about it, I think. So this was a blog about the bachelor's thesis that you have in psychology at Radboud University. It might sound like a really scary thing and you know, like really a lot of work and so on. It is quite a lot of work, quite a bit of stress, but you're pretty well prepared for it with research project 1 and 2, and generally you have a good supervision and really good support during the whole process. So don't worry too much about it, and I hope you get to enjoy it when you do it. See you guys!